now to a special report. Some would say Taylor County used to be known as the Wild West, but what was it like back then? And how did it get to what it is today? I visited the Taylor County History Center in Buffalo Gap to take us back to where it all began. What used to be a lawless place with neighbors few and far apart.
After the Civil War and everything, and every kind of westward expansion, everybody wanted to move here because Texas was kind of, you could do what you wanted to do.
Now a home to so many. The Texas legislature created Taylor County in 1858. It was formally organized 20 years later. It was named after three brothers who died fighting at the Alamo: Edward, George, and James Taylor.
Not very many trees, few cedars standing around, but not a whole lot.
A piece of old Texas is brought back to life here at the Taylor County History Center. Scott Cloudis is the executive director.
You actually go through each one of the buildings and you can see what Texas was like during that time period.
And one of those buildings, the original Taylor County Courthouse. Completed in 1879, the courthouse represented the start of civilization and law and order coming to this part of Texas.
It gave people that were moving here a peace of mind that, you know, there's going to be towns that started here and there's going to be a sense of community.
The Knight Sales Cabin is a single-room log cabin where 6 children were raised, some of their belongings still inside.
The Knight family moved here in 1875. All right. This cabin was originally located about 5 miles west of here, out in the flat where Lake Abilene is now.
Knight Sales Cabin is the oldest standing structure in Taylor County, but another fun fact: this church was built for the first female preacher in the area, Mary Lee Cagle, who grew quite the following.
And there were some major players that had kind of started following her and converted over to the Church of Nazarene.
Cagle was a co-founder of the Nazarene faith.
In 1902, they decided instead of having her having to preach underneath a tent or just out in the open or whatever, they would build her a church.
Taylor County, also a land where millions of wild buffalo once roamed.
You weren't supposed to come hunt buffalo here.
But some who started the buffalo hide trading business.
Well, they had already decimated those herds north. They came to the Army and said, hey, what about that herd down south in Texas? Well, the Army was busy trying to get the Indians moved to the reservations. And they said, well, you know, if I was a buffalo hunter, I'd probably go where the buffalo were.
Where tall grass drifted as far as the eye could see, now a place of vibrant culture. And Abilene, the county's seat, boomed with the Texas and Pacific Railway in 1881. Back then, Abilene was referenced to as the future great city of West Texas.